What's up, my gorgeous noobs? Gumbo here. And Lilith just dropped a new update, which means one thing. Someone's march just got buffed, someone's got nerfed into the Shadow Realm, and siege mains are about to be blamed for everything again. Today, we're breaking down what actually matters in this update, the hidden buffs, the sneaky nerfs, and the changes that are going to quietly decide who farms kills and who becomes a walking hospital bill in KVK. I'll tell you what to care about, what to ignore, and how this update changes the meta, especially if you're a ranged or siege enjoyer. So don't blink, don't skip, and let's get into it. Alright, let's talk about the Lost Kingdom and Season of Conquest changes, because on the surface, this looks like cute gingerbread nonsense, but underneath it, this is one of the best low-effort, high-value event stacks we get all year, especially if you're a siege main. First up, Quick Flyover, Sugar Plum Showdown, Fisherman's Fortune, Barbarian Incursions. Cool, fine, free stuff, we take those. But the real stars of this update are Melon Market and Arms Training, and if you've been playing this game longer than 5 minutes, you already know why. Let me be very clear, Melon Market is elite. This event is basically Lilith looking at the player base and saying, "You're broke. Here, stop suffering." You sell Melonagrills, you get melon money, and you turn that into resources, speed-ups, and value that punches way above the effort required. And they even improved the QOL, faster city visits, smoother batch exchanges, so now it's less clicking, more profit. For siege mains, this is huge. You burn resources faster than anyone else in the game, and Melon Market is one of the cleanest ways to restock without swiping or grinding your soul away. If you skip this event, that's not a strategy, that's self-sabotage. And then, Arms Training. This is where siege mains start smiling like villains in the dark. Arms Training is one of the easiest 20 gold head events in the entire game, and that's not an exaggeration. You don't need whales, you don't need to fight, you don't need to stress. You just need to play smart. Song of Troy got some cleanup. Trojan horse construction rules are now way more consistent, so you won't see overlapping horse nonsense anymore. One horse at a time, destroy it, dismantle it, then the next one starts. Clean. They also fixed a display issue with Achilles and the emblem of Nike. This one's visual only, no gameplay changes, but now your stats actually show correctly instead of making people panic in Discord for no reason. Crystal technologies are being updated in select stories like Heroic Anthem, King of the Nile, Alliance Invictus, and Keener Blades. But, important note, this only applies to Lost Kingdoms that open after the update. If you're already inside one, nothing changes for you. Still good long-term, though. They also unlocked the Pioneer experience for past timing adjustments in Heroic Anthem and Tides of War. Chronicle chapters can't be skipped anymore, and passes now open 13 hours after the chapter ends. Translation? Less chaos, fewer surprise alarms, and more predictable pass fights. Love it or hate it, at least it's consistent now. Now, this is the part I care about. We got new city themes added to the Season of Conquest shop, and one of them is absolutely siege-coded. The Hedwig city theme gives siege unit attack plus 10% and commander EXP gain plus 5%. That's insane value. Siege doesn't get a lot of direct love, and this is a straight-up damage boost that stacks beautifully with everything we already run. 6 conquest coins for that? Worth. Every time. There's also Hawa Mahal with troop defense and barb damage, which is solid, but Hedwig is the clear winner if you enjoy making people regret standing still. And this might actually be one of the biggest W's in the entire update. In Season of Conquest, the 100 activity point daily chest now gives a sovereign key instead of a golden key. That's not a small upgrade, that's a huge upgrade. This means just doing your dailies, stuff you were already doing, you're now stacking endgame key value instead of lottery gold keys. Free, every day.
That's a long-term win for everyone. And finally, Bastion quests. The refresh limit is going from 5 to 20. That alone is a massive W. On top of that, refreshed quests are less likely to repeat, and you're more likely to see different quests each time. No more burning all your refreshes just to see the same garbage pop up again. This makes Bastions less RNG pain and more actual progression, which is exactly what they needed.
All right, next up, we've got game mode optimizations. And this is one of those sections where Lilith quietly fixes things we've been yelling about for literal years, while also slipping in a couple wait-and-see moments. Next, we got Supreme Strife Pioneer Experience is starting soon. This time, it's a single-round format. 64 pacts split into 32 teams, all fighting one-on-one battles on the same map. No multi-round marathon, no endless dragging. It's faster, cleaner, and more direct. Now, here's the elephant in the room. Supreme Strife is cool, but right now there's still no mention of expanding this beyond whales and ultra-high power players. So the format's improved, but accessibility? That part's still very much to be determined. Next, Mercantile Melee got some much-needed structure. The UI's been cleaned up, which is nice. More importantly, caravan captains now need 24 hours in the Alliance. Applicants need 8 hours. If the captain griefs, doesn't set defense, leaves the Alliance, or teleports out, the caravan auto-cancels and your attempt gets refunded. And rewards are now auto-mailed when your caravan reaches its destination. Less babysitting, fewer disasters, more sanity. Solid QOL changes. But now, this is the real headline. We are finally getting a barbarian fort search feature. 7 years. 7 years of zooming the map like a raccoon looking for shiny objects, and now we can actually search forts properly. This is one of those changes that seems small until you realize how much time it saves every single day. And it gets better. Auto-barbing can now target marauders in pre-KVK. That's massive. This turns pre-KVK from a manual grind into a set-it-and-forget-it efficiency farm. More rewards, less screen time, cleaner prep for KVK. For grinders, for farmers, for siege mains who just want resources without pain, this is a straight-up W. All right, last section here, other features. None of this is flashy headline stuff, but these are the kinds of changes that quietly make the game feel better every single day. First up, we've got exclusive Kingdom Select city themes. As you level up your Kingdom Select progress, you unlock access to specific city skins. And if you meet extra requirements later, you can extend how long you get to use them. You can track all of this through the Query ROK Points feature. It's mostly cosmetic flex, but hey, free themes for playing the game? We take those. For my PC enjoyers, this one's nice. They added quick command options, so you can choose between classic controls or quick commands, depending on what feels better for you. Less friction, smoother movement, and more control if you're micro-heavy or just tired of fighting the UI instead of the enemy. This one's actually a huge QOL fix. You can now claim your daily action points as long as you're below the cap, and after claiming, your total AP can exceed the cap. Translation? No more logging in at weird times just to avoid wasting AP, no more mental gymnastics. You log in, you claim, and you move on. This should have been in the game years ago, but I'm still happy it's here. And lastly, they removed a bunch of low-level food and wood nodes from the center of the home kingdom and replaced them with more high-level gold nodes, which, thank you. Gold is always the bottleneck, especially later in the game, so having more high-level gold available where people actually farm is a straight improvement. Less clutter, more value. Overall, this update is packed with quiet wins. Melon market value, Siege getting some real love, sovereign keys from dailies, better bastions, and long overdue quality of life changes that actually respect your time. If this breakdown helped you understand what matters and what you can safely ignore, do me a favor, drop a like so the algorithm knows Siege mains exist, and subscribe if you want more no BS Rise of Kingdoms content from the villain side of the meta. And I'd love to hear from you. What part of this update are you most excited about?
Is it the Siege City skin, Sovereign Keys from dailies, or the fact we finally got Barb Fort search after 7 years? Let me know in the comments. As always, I really appreciate everyone who's been joining the Gumbo community. We're still small, but this has been a blast, and I'm excited for what's coming next. I'll catch you in the next one. Gumbo out.